Hello friends, in earlier lecture we have studied basics of fluid mechanics. In this video lecture we will see pressure measurement. So pressure measuring devices are classified as manometers and mechanical gauges. Manometers are classified as simple manometers and differential manometers. Simple manometers are of three types: piezometer, U-tube manometer and single column manometer. Differential manometers are classified as U-tube differential manometer, inverted U-tube differential manometer. Mechanical gauges are classified as diaphragm pressure gauge, Bourdon tube pressure gauge, deadweight pressure gauge and bellow pressure gauge. We will see one by one. First one, piezometer. Piezometer is considered as simplest form of manometer which is used for measurement of gauge pressure. So it consists of a vertical tube. One end of this vertical tube is connected to the pipe through which any fluid is flowing, and another end is kept open to atmosphere. So in this figure, a red colored part is piezometer and blue colored pipe is the pipe through which any fluid is flowing. Now in order to determine pressure, the rise of liquid gives the pressure head at that point. Means H is nothing but pressure head. If we know the pressure head, we can easily calculate pressure at center A, that is PA is equal to rho GH, where rho is the density of fluid flowing through the pipe A, G is the acceleration due to gravity, it's a constant 9.81 meter per second square, and H is the pressure head at point A. Second one, U-tube manometer. As the name indicates, U-tube manometer, it consists of glass tube which is bent in U shape. One end of this U shape is connected to a system where pressure is to be determined. Other end is free to atmosphere. Now two different fluids are used in U-tube manometer. One is flowing fluid which is shown with the help of blue color. One manometric fluid which is heavier than flowing fluid which is shown by brown color. So the concept is, according to the law of equilibrium, total pressure in left limb of U-tube is equal to total pressure in right limb of U-tube. So if you consider left limb of U-tube manometer, here two pressures are acting above datum surface AA. First one, pressure at center point of pipe plus pressure of liquid in left limb above AA. So PA plus rho 1 GH1, that is the total pressure in left limb, and total pressure in right limb above AA is equal to rho 2 GH2. So PA, that is pressure at center of pipe, is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1. This is the positive pressure measurement, that is positive gauge pressure. We can measure negative gauge pressure also, but the datum surface will be different here. The next slide we will see here the datum surface is different and its vacuum pressure inside pipe PA is the negative pressure. So again apply the same formula. Total pressure in left limb is equal to total pressure in right limb. So PA plus rho 1 GH1 plus rho 2 GH2 which is equal to 0. As there is no any liquid above AA in right limb, that's why it is 0. So PA is equal to all the terms to take right hand side. So minus rho 1 GH1 plus rho 2 GH2. So it's a negative pressure. Single column manometer. It is a modified form of U-tube manometer in which a reservoir having large cross sectional area which is 100 times as compared to the area of tube which is connected to limbs of manometer. Due to this large cross sectional area of the reservoir, any variation in pressure, the change of liquid level in the reservoir will be very small, and this small change in pressure can be determined with the help of single column manometer. There are two types of single column manometer. First one, vertical single column manometer. Second, inclined single column manometer. This is single column YouTube manometer. Here one reservoir is used in left limb. The area of this reservoir is approximately 100 times than that of area of diameter or the area of YouTube. The formula to determine pressure at center, PA is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1. The biggest advantage of single column YouTube manometer, slight variation in pressure can be also recorded with the help of single column YouTube manometer. Inclined column YouTube manometer is modification of vertical column YouTube manometer. Here right limb is inclined, so these are more sensitive than single column vertical YouTube manometer. And the formula to determine pressure at center, PA is equal to rho 2 G sin theta minus rho 1 G H1. Differential manometers. As the name indicates, differential manometer, these are the devices used for measuring the difference of pressure between 2 points in the same pipe or 2 different pipes. So in these two figures, 2 different pipes are shown, A and B, through which same or different fluid is flowing, and the pressure difference between these two pipes can be easily measured with the help of differential manometer. So first one is YouTube differential manometer. In the second figure, inverted YouTube vertical manometer is shown, differential manometer is shown. First, simple YouTube differential manometer. There are two cases. In first case, pipes are at same level or pipes are at different level. Here pipe A and pipe B are at a different level. So I apply the same fundamental, total pressure in left limb is equal to total pressure in right limb. So if you consider left limb above datum surface, in a left limb PA plus rho 1 G H1, these are the two pressures acting above XX, that is datum surface. In the right limb, three pressures are there. First, pressure at center of pipe B, that is PB. Next, pressure of blue colored liquid in right limb, that is rho GH, that is rho 2 GH2, and pressure of heavy fluid, that is rho G GHG. If you solve this equation, we will get PA minus PB is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1 plus rho G GHG. When pipes are at same level, this formula can be written as PA minus PB is equal to rho 2 GH2 minus rho 1 GH1 plus rho G GHG, as Hg is equal to H1 minus H2. Inverted YouTube differential manometer. So here brown colored heavy fluid is replaced by light fluid. The specific gravity of this brown colored fluid in inverted YouTube differential manometer is less than flowing fluid. That's why we have to form inverted YouTube differential manometer. The formula is PA minus PB is equal to rho 1 GH1 minus rho 2 GH2 minus rho GH. Mechanical gauges. First one, Bourdon tube pressure gauge. In Bourdon tube pressure gauge, Bourdon tube is used, which is hollow elliptical metallic tube. One end of this Bourdon tube is connected to a system where pressure is to be determined, and other end is connected to pinion through adjustable link and adjustable lever. Here sector is connected with pinion. How it works? When fluid under pressure enters hollow elliptic Bourdon tube, it will try to become circular, hence it gets expand. So its free end gets expand, that's why it shows deflection. Pinion shows deflection, and on this pinion pointer is mounted, and below this pointer a calibrated scale is mounted in bar, PSI, Newton per centimeter square, kg per centimeter square depending upon application. Bellow pressure gauge. In bellow pressure gauge, bellows are used. Bellows compresses when force is applied. So at pressure connection, when pressure is applied, bellow gets compressed. That's why connecting link also deflects in vertically upward direction. This connecting link is connected to sector and sector is connected to pointer. This pointer shows deflection and hence we get pressure of any fluid. So in right hand side, actual bellow pressure gauge is shown. Diaphragm pressure gauge. In diaphragm pressure gauge, corrugated diaphragm is used. Corrugated diaphragm is in the form of capsule. When positive pressure or negative pressure is applied on diaphragm, diaphragm gets deflected and this diaphragm is connected to lever. This lever is connected to rack and pinion joint at its end. When this lever moves in vertically upward or downward direction, pointer shows deflection because reciprocating motion is converted into rotary motion. Actual diaphragm pressure gauge is shown in right hand side. Thank you very much.